Okay, team, we are talking about salt today. And here's why. Because I got sent to the supermarket to go buy ingredients for a recipe, right? So my girlfriend sends me this list of stuff, and on it is sea salt. So I was like, all right, cool. And I go to look at the sea salt, and it's like $8 for something this size. And I was like, $8? That's $8, like $8+. This one's empty. You know why it's empty? Because I didn't buy another one. So instead, I bought this one, right? This monster was like 89 cents. Now, you're thinking, but that's crap. So there's so many misconceptions about salt. I decided I would do this video on it. In fact, I came home and my girlfriend was pissed that I bought that salt, and I promptly informed her that she was wrong. Now, salt. So often we think, oh, it's full of salt, it's so bad for me. Salt is a necessary nutrient. It's sodium chloride. The body uses it for everything from proper cellular function to circulation, and the list goes on. Like literally, if you don't believe me, Google it. The health benefits of salt, okay? It's a thing. Now, like anything, too much salt is bad for you. It's gonna make you retain excess water, and it's gonna elevate your blood pressure. So we don't wanna do that, okay? How much salt is recommended? Generally speaking, 2,000 to 2,300 milligrams a day. Now, this very much is like water consumption. You know how it's like, oh, 8 cups a day, but the truth of the matter is, it's different for everybody. It depends on how much you're sweating. It depends on your unique biochemistry. If you're an extreme athlete, you're gonna need more salt because you're sweating a lot, right? And it can throw off your electrolyte balance. But for the most part, for the average human, 2,000 milligrams a day. If you're sweating a hell of a lot, you're super active, 3,000 milligrams a day. And you get it in your food, more than you would imagine, okay? But if you're cooking with things, you're adding salt to stuff. All right, now then. So you know the dose, okay. Why in the name of God are we gonna spend $8 for a thing of salt this big, right? I don't even need to simulate that. For this big, where you can get that much salt for 89 cents. And in fact, you're thinking, well, because the sea salt's so much better for you. Is it? There was actually a study I read about where people thought that sea salt had less sodium in it, which is no, not true. And some people think kosher salt has less sodium in it. It doesn't, it's just bigger in the grain or flake size. So you're getting less sodium into the tablespoon, but it's actually sodium, period, okay? So that's not true. Now you might be thinking, well, I want all those really groovy minerals that are in that salt. But that's also kind of bullshit. It's been exposed that all of these sea salts, because you've got two salts, right? The table salt is just refined salt. There's nothing else in it. But with the sea salts, oh, we've got all these trace minerals. You're getting more in your actual foods than you're gonna get in the salt. It's negligible. And on top of that, here's the downside. The potential downside of sea salt is that it's evaporated seawater, okay? Now, because the ocean's so polluted, you run the risk of microplastics in the salt, heavy metals in the salt. There was one study that showed they found lead or even mercury in sea salt. Like, why? Why risk that? And why spend all that extra money? Plus, table salt has been iodized table salt. It has iodine added to it. Hold on. See if this one is. If it isn't, I'm gonna have to do the whole damn video over again, which is gonna be so annoying. Yeah. Oh no, this salt does not supply iodine. I bought the wrong salt. Shit. Okay, well, let's presume that I bought the salt with iodine, which is what you'll want to do, because a lot of times in the Western diet we become iodine deficient. And iodine is necessary for proper thyroid function. Don't go salting the hell out of your food. But therefore, a table salt with iodine added is better than any sea salt. So don't waste the money. I know this is brief, but iodized salt.